Welcome to Learning Unit number 3. This is Dr. Judy Stanley, and I'm happy to begin working with you. I know that Katie has been working with you and helping to guide you through AI in the first 2 learning units. And now it's my turn, so I'm looking forward to it. So for learning unit number 3, let's look at the description, objectives, and what we're going to be doing as far as the learning activities and assessments. So I'll let you read through the description. I just want to highlight the objectives. We're going to look at how AI can influence empathy, compassion, and professional judgment, especially in healthcare environments. And we're going to analyze and be able to analyze the ethical consideration of bias associated with AI use in healthcare. And we're going to be able to apply strategies for engaging AI as a reflective thought partner, but ethically, effectively, and humanely in education and in practice. And we're specifically going to look at PI. So we'll go into that a little bit, but we're going to use PI, which is an AI conversational tool. And so I think you're going to at least enjoy it. You may be concerned about it. So we're going to read more about the pros and cons and listen to a wonderful video. So there are going to be 2 commentaries that you're going to read. There's going to be this introductory video, which you're watching, and then the video entitled The Value of Human Empathy. And we'll talk more about that in a minute. And then there's a link to information about exploring the dangers of AI in mental health care. You're doing your content discussion. Remember, your content discussion is just a post. I shouldn't say just because it's a very reflectful post, and that's due Sunday evening, along with your experiential discussion, which is both the post that we ask that you do it by Friday evening, just so others have something to reply to by Sunday evening. And for those of you who are 3 credit hour students, yes, I know you're having a hard time seeing that, but the 3 credit hour students are submitting the project milestone number 3. So this is the video that I'm introducing the course, and I know that Katie and I do things a little bit differently, and I know she had a really marvelous video with slides and informative for your first learning unit, and I'm do things again a little differently. And here is the video. Now the video is 57 minutes. Yes, that's a long time. The speaker actually starts closer to the 3 minute mark. So if you want to skip on the first 2.5 minutes, fine. The one who introduces Dr. Annette Perry is a little bit hard to understand, but believe me, once you get to know Dr. Perry, you're really going to be very appreciative and informed by this video. And so you can click right on here, the value of human empathy, comparing human and AI generated empathy. So she really goes into, first of all, defining what empathy is, the different criteria, and it's an excellent video. So enjoy that. I know you will. So that will probably take you the most time. But then we have a commentary about, again, a commentary. Now, this is from Medscape, so it's a good source of information, especially for healthcare providers. But there are pros and cons, as we're going to see. And this is the most dangerous thing about AI is how human it feels. And the next is a link, And this is from the Stanford University Human Centered Artificial Intelligence. And I usually do like, for those of you who don't know me, I do like to have a link so that we get some additional good sources of information that we can look at other articles on, look at policies, etc. So I ask that you read through this. And then can't come to our second commentary, and this helps us to really reflect on bias. And could AI biases, so the bias that artificial intelligence has, make health and inequities worse? So I thought that would help us really meet one of our objectives. So for the content discussion, after I'm going to click on there, oftentimes I say look at the content discussion board first and then go through the learning activities. But after doing your reading through the commentary articles, watching the video, and looking at the information on the link, please post by Sunday evening one idea that you had from this week's learning related to either AI generated empathy, maybe something that comes from the video, or AI bias that most challenged or changed your way of thinking. Explain why this idea stood out to you and try to connect it to your own professional experience or your future role as a leader or educator. And one specific strategy that you, as a leader or educator, will use to engage AI as an ethical and human centered thought partner. Keep talking about AI being a thought partner while ensuring it supports rather than replaces human empathy, human connection, and professional judgment. So please do support your reflection with specific examples from this week's learning materials. No replies are required. It's due by Sunday evening. And remembering that AI can be a valuable thought partner, but ethical leaders know, or ethical leadership requires knowing when human empathy and authentic relationships must remain at the center of care and education. So, moving along, there is going to be two other parts. I'm going to skip over this for a second and just remind our OL students who are taking this course as a 3 credit that yes, you do have your third and final project milestone. I know I'm working with 2 of you. You're doing excellent work. Katie's working with the other 3. So this only shows for those that are in the 3 credit hour course. So here is our experiential discussion, but let's go back to, can AI be empathetic? So this is all of the information that you're going to need to engage with Pi AI. So you can download this. You can sorry about that. You can download this as an article. You can print it out, but I'm just going to open it right now instead of downloading it. And this is all the information you need to interact with Pi and then to finish your experiential discussion. So the purpose of this, and believe me, I've gone through it too, is it is an experiential activity. So it's giving you a chance to interact with Pi, which is an AI assistant designed to engage in natural, supportive, and empathetic conversation. By experiencing this conversational style firsthand, you're really going to be much better able to evaluate how AI generated responses can influence perceptions of empathy. So you're going to create a free account at Pi Artificial Intelligence. So it's HTTPS backslash pi.ai. I had a difficult time enabling the microphone on my computer, and I'm not sure. And I even went through, and still had some difficulties. So the easiest, quickest way to do this is to download the app to your phone. It worked really quick, well, and you want to make sure that you do this because I could have texted, just like I do with ChatGPT, I could have texted my questions, my prompts, but I want you to experience the voice conversation. It is an audio chatbot, so I want you to make sure that you can enable the microphone on either your computer or your phone. If you don't like Pi, you can take it off when you're done with this. It is a free app. So I'm asking that you spend about 10 to 15 minutes one time conversing with Pi. I've written a little prompt that will get you started, but allow the conversation to develop naturally. Remember, this is a learning experience. After your conversation, you're going to reflect on the experience and complete your experiential discussion post. So please know, Pi is designed to engage in supportive, empathetic conversations. So I want you to now be able to better evaluate the strengths and limitations of AI generated empathy. So you can either choose a topic that you're comfortable discussing with Pi, or you can use a professional leadership or educational scenario. But one of the prompts that I just recommend is as follows. You tell Pi that you're a graduate student. You can say you're a graduate nursing student. You can say you're in an organizational leadership program. You can give a little information about yourself or not, and would like you, and you're talking to Pi, to act as a supportive thought partner. So you can read through this prompt. Everyone can use this prompt, or you can do something else. You can help Pi ask to think through a challenge you're having in work or in school. So then here is the part that this is going to be your initial post. You're going to describe your experience. What was it like interacting with Pi using the voice conversation feature? That's critical. Include one example of a response that stood out to you, and based on your 10-minute 15-minute interaction, how well did Pi generate responses that felt empathetic and supportive? Where did it fall short? And then again, so you're going to do that by Friday evening, and by Sunday, you're going to respond to a classmate by comparing your experiences with Pi. So I really had my eyes opened using this. So I'm very excited to hear what you have to say. And now here is the experiential discussion, which is, I just set it up in the discussion board, but it's everything that's listed. This is just where you do it. So this is going to be your post, and then you're going to reply, just as you have for the last couple weeks. So any questions that you have along the way, and then that's where the project milestone number 3 is going to be. Any questions you have on Learning Unit 3, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm glad to be with you on this journey and learning along with you. Have a great week.